Okay, before you saw the cube, I was talking about each house and how they lined up with the elements of fire, water, earth, and air. Now you can see it in an overview of the order. And this is what I love about the Lord. It's so much order. There's so much order here. Um, if you look at this card, this is Aries in astrology. This card is Scorpio, so the red in the middle is Mars. These cards fit together. They belong together. So you put these two together. Okay, yeah. Now you say, okay, well, what goes to this side? So let me just put the diamond, the queen here. Okay, well, this is mutable fire, positive, push card, red. That's Sagittarius. So what is the planet that rules over that? It's Jupiter. Okay, here's orange Jupiter. So guess what? Jupiter also rules another planet. Wouldn't that be cool if the planet that Jupiter ruled over was another mutable, but was a water sign, like a club, so it could go next to the king of clubs? Wouldn't that be so cool? Oh, guess what? It is. Sagittarius, Pisces, they belong together. Okay, well, what's next then? Just from these four, you can determine what's next. The Jack, you can determine what's next. And if you want to be mystic, you can determine, hey, what's next is a Leo. But okay, so now we see that what's coming next is Leo and Cancer. Now here's the big reveal in astrology, is that the cube shows simplicity. That's why this is a good model going forward for all the young minds who want to pick up astrology, is that we have the planet of Earth ruling over Leo and Cancer. The cube reveals so many things that it already has a positive and a negative polarity. And if you look at your Roy G. Biv from high school or from grade school, red, orange, yellow. We've always known Earth to be the blue planet, but if you just study the system, the order, you can see what color goes where. So here's fixed fire, mutable water. Those two polarities are the Earth symbol, which is yellow. And the gap here in the middle, this is a kind of a divide. I'll put the 420 divide here. The little gap in the middle there is kind of the inner and the outer solar system planets. You know, the three in the inner and the three in the outer. So if you get up here, so you have Roy, and then what's next? G. Biv. So G. Biv. Green, blue, indigo, violet. So the system lines up this way. It lines up this way with the suits. It lines up this way with the planets, locking these two in, these polarities. It lines up in this order of events because the color schemes, and if you look at the rainbow order, the order of the rainbow colors, and you have to double check that because I can't see everything the cube is showing me. That's why that's why this is such a great tool, because others can read from this what I can't, you know. astrology just in general is like that. And these water signs here, they aren't manifested in things. You just feel them. These fire signs here, they are manifested in things. They're perceptions that you put on things. So it's like, once you see the fullness of the code here, it's like, you could look into a bunch of different layers and levels of these manifestations, of these realities that are all here in the moment right now. All these energies are right here. There should be like something in the middle here, like a yin and yang symbol, because they're all here, right now. So over here, this is Mercury and Gemini, and you can study it more because they're both mutable, and this is the Saturn planet, the metal that I have in the cube listed. And the general definitions that I'm coming up with now are just that, just general, this is what I can see, so far. And just put them in this order like this rather than in a long way, but I've come this far, I've come this far to see that Earth and Cancer share Leo and Cancer share the planet Earth, that Earth is not the blue planet, it's the yellow planet because of the order. And these are all harder planets, and these are all lighter and faster. And that was in the energy, fire and water, you can see, which mutates faster than the air and the environment and the earth or ground, which I like to call. There's a lot of deceptions in this as well, because this element is Earth, but it's also a planet called Earth. There's the sun, which is also the sun and the moon, which was ruling over here. So it's like this is the bare bones system. So it's taking out all of that other stuff. There's only 6 planets to work with here. You have the houses. They're all equal in the proper order, meaning polarities are fair in fashion. So it's revelatory. Okay, so here's the planets in the layout. I'll do another video, I guess, to talk about the order and how they go, and then the rhythm of them repeating. But here's the planet video per the shorts on the houses and how they relate to each card. This is Mars. This is Jupiter. This is the Earth. This is Venus. This is Mercury. And this is Saturn. When I first started doing the research, I was like, well, what is the inner and the outer planets? And I looked at the order, and they were not in this order. So I'm not regarding that order. I regard this order now. I'm like, this must be what to follow. Because you're not going to have red and orange lining up, and then the green and the purple lining up. And the only thing that's out of order is green, is blue and yellow in the earth properties. The colors, those are the only thing out of order, is that switch the blue and the yellow. Okay, well, let's switch it. Now it makes sense. Roy G. Biv. There's just little things that are switched. Sun and the moon, let's just take those 2 out, making that 8 turn into 6. Now we can plug it into the full system, which is Jack, Queen, King, like it's obviously supposed to be. So what can you see, What can you see in this order? So fire, from the fire you get heat, and from the heat that goes further, not from the heat, but further than the heat from the fire, you get the light. And you come up here, you have the ground. Under the ground is the water, and then in the ground, the water is the rocks and the metal. That shit looks just like a rock. It can be a piece of metal too, because it's that purple, that metallic. So, and this is Saturn, Mercury, and Venus. And so you can see that these are what the order is, and these are the earth and the air signs here with the hearts. Um, and so that's what that is, and that as far as the planets go. Okay.